Hey guys, welcome back. So today I have for you my everyday jewelry, which is basically is the jewelry that I wear all the time. This one is the one that I hardly take off, that I shower, sleep with it, and it always has that minimal vibe, which you guys know that I love. So today I'm gonna talk about rings, earrings, necklaces, bracelet, and a anklet. But if you want to see obviously like more jewelry pieces from me, I think like a year ago my jewelry collection, so obviously I'm gonna link that video below. But these ones are my most recent purchases, or ones that you guys already have seen before that I just keep talking about it over and over again. So let's start. Okay, so first let's start with the rings. You're gonna see a repetitive brands here because are the ones that I constantly scroll down to see what they came up with, and are the ones that I highly recommend. So starting off, I think I'm gonna start with this hand right here. You're gonna see obviously a lot of catbird, and this one is the first one that I'm gonna talk to you guys. Of course, I'm gonna do close-ups of the rings so you guys can see them better, but this one, wait, I write them out so I don't forget them. Okay, so this one is the Baby Signet ring in yellow gold. Now Catbird is a brand. I actually discovered them from Lauren Conrad. I'm an 90s kid. If you remember Laguna Beach, the hills, Lauren Conrad was the center of it all, and she constantly had a lot of gold rings, which I just love watching on her. And I did like a deep search and learned that actually she buy a lot from Catbird, so that's why I just scroll the ones that she got, and I found ones that I even love better. So that's just how I discovered them. Catbird is a jewelry brand that is they actually are in Brooklyn, so their jewelry is handmade. It's 14 karat gold, so this one is the one that I most recommend because you can shower with it, sleep with it, and it really maintains its gold. Although it is jewelry that it is handmade, so sometimes if you do like press it too hard, it does create some shapes on it. I do warn you guys, but other than that, I can live with it. I don't care. Because I just really love just how they fit, and they're made to be stackable, so you can definitely put more rings on it. I mean, if you get to their side, you will die and revive because they have so many amazing like stack styles that it's just out of this world. So this one is one of my favorite ones. Now they also do it in a bigger size, but this one is the pinky one. They do send you this. It was actually a gift, but you can order one yourself, and this one is one of the measurements that you can use for your fingers. When you get older, your fingers do get a little bit bigger, or they do sweat a little bit, so this is a little helpful ruler just to help you out what size you are in your fingers. So Catbird also can send you this if you're a little bit unsure. The shipping is a little bit costly, to be honest, but because I buy a lot from them, it's like an investment. I know that their pieces are gonna last me so long, but love that one. Now next, this one is my wedding band. It's not originally my wedding band. This one actually, it was almost like 2 years purchase. My husband gifted to me. I wanted just a wedding band that it was a little bit more delicate. My first one is actually white gold. I'm not a lover of like silver, so I wanted something like gold that I can match with anything, and something a little bit more like simple. The other one had like too many diamonds. I'm just not overly happy with like that type of chunky rings. So he actually very kindly gifted this one to me, and I loved it. It's just like the most beautiful thin yellow gold ring with a little tiny diamond. I got this one from a local jewelry. I think they're called Reinhold. So I don't know specifically the designer of this ring, but it's just a simple little diamond gold ring, and I just really just love how it pairs up with all of them. And I cannot wait to stack more, but I feel like I'm very like loyal to this finger, so I kind of love just how it looks on its own, but it's very pretty, and it's just so me. Next is this one right here. This one is actually my newest purchases. This one is another one from Catbird. This one is their, I think it's called their disco ring, and I fell in love with it. Actually, Catbird had a sale. I took advantage of it, and I had to get this one, and it's very cool. It actually looks like a chain, but once you put it on, it just looks like just a normal ring is very beautiful. It's very shiny. Again, another one that you can stack on. That's just how much I love about catbird, that the rings are meant to be worn separately or all together, and it's super comfortable. Actually, this one just is the most comfortable ring I own, and I just really love that it is different from them all, but it still looks quite cohesive, if that makes sense. But I just really love this one, and again, super comfortable on my index finger. Okay, next let's go with my right hand. Now, starting with the pinky again, this one is actually from mejuri. I got this one like 2 years ago. This one is their, I think it's their B mini signet ring, something like that. Obviously, everything is going to be linked below. This one is actually made for your pinky, or you can also use it as kind of like these rings that you put in here. I forgot the name, but you kind of feel in my both. I just wanted something a little bit more chunkier sometimes for my finger, so I kind of love that this one sits right there in the pinky, and it still looks quite a statement. As you guys can see, it has a B imprinted on it. It's super cute, and this actually costs, I think, $50. I don't think that it's gold, although I don't shower with them. Of course, I know if I didn't spend that much on a ring, it probably is because it isn't real, like a real metal. So I try to avoid, obviously, just spending too much time on this one. So I kind of wear it once in a while, but it is a ring that I do kind of love for this finger, because I already have this one every time. So I do love the chunkiness that it brings, and it's still keeping that yellow gold theme, which I love. Now next, on the index finger, we got another one from Catbird. This one is one of their twisted rings. This is like one of the oldest ones that they have, and I love it. It's super thin, as you guys can see. Now this one is the one that has bended a little bit more than the others because it's so thin, but as you guys can see, it can hardly be visible. It's super comfortable. I have this ring now for almost like 4 or 5 years, and it still looks new. It's just a great investment when it comes to catbird. I highly recommend all their jewelry and their rings. Again, just something that you just don't necessarily have to take off your finger. It's just the comfiest thing ever, and I just really love like the design that it has. Okay, this one is the famous letter ring. It's actually one that you can encrypt anything on it. On this little part right here is super thin as well. Again, another one that is stackable. Catbird does its original rings, but they also bring designer ones, which are a little bit more expensive. So I do recommend the Catbird ones because obviously they're much more affordable, but this one is like one of my favorite ones. Again, now this one bends a little bit, to be honest, just as this one. I think these ones are a little bit more hard, but still I love it, and I just really love just how they all look on my hand. Now lastly is this one. This one is from Missoma, London. This one is another one that I kind of like to wear in days but I just want to have like something a little bit more chunkier, and this one is the open heart, I think it's signet ring as well. Again, you can encrypt anything that you want. I did leave the heart on it. Now this one, unfortunately for Missoma, even though that I love their jewelry, it's not the best one when it comes to wearing it every day. This one already has torn. You can see it on the back that already the gold has basically just disappeared. You can still see the peak silver. Now they do mention that it is gold plated, so they are telling you that it's not actually just gold made, but still you pay so much money for them that you kind of expect a little bit more durability, but still they don't. But I still wear it whenever I want to wear like something more chunkier on my finger, and it started to rain. But it is beautiful, and it also is part of my everyday jewelry when I want to wear something a little bit more like chunkier and noticeable. Okay, so now let's start with earrings. So the first one that I obviously want to talk about are these. These ones are from Love AJ. They are the Odessa Huggies, I believe. Either way, everything is going to be linked below, and of course I'm going to insert close-up of this one. If you're looking like for a chunky hoops that it still looks minimal but it looks uber cheeks, are this one from Love AJ. Love AJ is another brand that I recommend. Their jewelry is actually not that expensive as Catbird, but still their jewelry maintains itself. I have slept with this one, went to the beach with this one, and they still look great. So I highly recommend them. They're easily to be lost. I actually lost this. I think I lost this earring like almost like 3 months ago, and I luckily found it, and I was so happy that I got them back because they're like the perfect, like hardly there but still there hoops chunkier version, but love these. So obviously I wear these ones mostly when I'm just like having my hair all to the back. Another favorite of mine is this one is from Catbird. Of course, you're just seeing one because I unfortunately lost the other. This one is their big hoop dreams earrings. Of course, I'm gonna get the other because they do sell them in singles, but they're like the perfect, like barely there hoop. If you're a lover of hoop earrings but you want something like a more minimal, not that J-Lo big vibe, these ones are just perfect. Again, they last a lot. They don't weigh anything. I think not even an ounce. They're just like the lightest thing ever, but they're very beautiful with your hair all tucked back or tucked down. It's just like that perfect hoop for an everyday wear because they don't weigh anything and they're not too noticeable. I think that's why I love them. So of course I desperately need to get another one because I miss wearing these ones. But now these ones are super fun. You guys have seen them plenty of my channel, and these ones are from Missoma London. Missoma did a collaboration with Harris Reed, which is a British fashion designer. So when I saw her collection come up, I just wanted everything, and I think it was the most that I spent on jewelry ever was in that collection. So these ones were part of it. Now this one is I think it's called the hand-picked pearl single earring. I mean, it's literally that. It's so beautiful. And now I'm wearing actually what the hoop that it comes with it as single ones, and this is something that I love about them, that I can wear them just like this, or obviously put the earring itself. But this one I sometimes like to wear on their own. I actually just bought one, not the pair, because they do are so single, because I just really wanted to play with my earring game. But this one, I just love the pearl. To me, everything pearl always screamed to me Chanel, obviously for some reason. So I do just love just how it looks on my wardrobe. And then next is this one, which is the Fight for Change single earring. It almost looks like a cross, but it's actually almost, I think it's a dagger or something like that, but it's very pretty. Again, this one I think is the one that you guys see me wear the most, just like this. I kind of like to wear it on its own, and it's very pretty. It's just like very simple dangling earrings, but they still look quite like a statement. So I just really love these, just like for days where I just want to look a little bit like modern or cool. So love those. Now talking about the ones that right now I'm wearing, again, these ones are part of the single earrings from Missoma London. But next you're gonna see these small little hoops right here. I actually have it on both sides. Here's the other one. Now these ones are from Catbird. Again, these ones are called the filament hoop. They come in a lot of sizing, so I don't remember the exact size of this one. Either way, everything is going to be linked below. But if you're looking like for a simple hoop, like a huggy vibe that it looks like nothing, these ones are perfect because I just really love just how it looks with everything, and they're like the most comfortable to sleep in it. So then I have here actually on my right ear, I actually have 1, 2, 3. I have actually 3 piercings. Obviously this is not a piercing. I'm gonna explain to you guys in a little bit. So the third piercing is actually a stud from Missoma. This one is called the Reinhold stud earrings. Actually, I'm just wearing one. I do have the other, but I kind of like to wear it here. It almost looks like a little bit of a flower, but I love it. I just feel like I need a little bit of like a rock, so not everything looks like super just like metal. I feel like it needs something to break off, and this one is the one that I wear all the time. Sometimes I have it in this ear as well. But beautiful stud earrings that you get on Missoma, and this one I highly recommend because they have lasted a lot, and I just really love just how they look with everything else that I have. So yeah, that one is another favorite one from Missoma. And then this one is an ear cuff, another one from Catbird. Now what I love about the ear cuff is that it looks like another piercing, but it's actually just a ear cuff placed there. Guys, the moment that I placed this, I haven't taken it off. Like, this thing has been glued into my ear for almost a year. I mean, I do move it so it's easier to wash your ears, but I just really love just how it looks there and it stays there, and that's it. Because I feel like that's the purpose. If I constantly take this off, I'm gonna feel it on my ear. So what I love is that because it lives there, I don't feel it, and I just love just how it looks with everything else without me having to actually pierce this part of my ear to make it look cool. But another cool recommendation is if you don't want to have another piercing, buy ear cuff, a good quality one, press it well, room enough to breathe, but still that it holds itself, and you won't have a need to keep piercing your ears, which I think is genius. Okay guys, so we finished with the earrings. Now let's start with the necklaces. So let me start with the first one that I'm wearing. Now this one is from Catbird. This one is the Sweet Nothing There choker. You can choose, I think, 14 inches, 16 inches. So I think this one is the 16. I do have it a little bit more up. That's why I like it, because I still have room if I don't want it to be too choker. And this one is like the perfect, like barely there chain necklace. Again, I do love to stack mostly a lot of the jewelry that I own, so I love that this one is the perfect one. I wear this one every day. Again, it's yellow gold. It's incredibly comfortable. I hardly feel it on my neck, and I just really love just how it shines. So this one is like the perfect, like, everyday necklace for me. You can obviously put like a little bit of a pendant and it will still look amazing, but me being the minimalist that I am, I just like it on its own. But one of my favorite for sure necklaces, this one was one of my recent purchases, so I'm so happy with it, and it's just, I feel like it was like the necklace that I needed in my little collection. Now the other two that I wear, which you guys have seen a lot, first is this one, which is, well, they're both are from Missoma. This one is, they did like this collection where everything was beaded, so I got this pearl beaded necklace. I love it. It's very beautiful. It's very different. It almost looks like beachy vibes to me. So I kind of like to wear it sometimes on its own. I sometimes like to wear it, for example, like mixing it with other necklaces. And this one, again, it just sits right here on my collarbone, which I love. It's very beautiful. It's just something different. Sometimes I feel like I get tangled in the same style, that I do want to wear things that just make everything look a little bit more new and refreshed. And I feel like this one obviously comes. Definitely the best necklace that I have ever purchased from Missoma, because it still looks brand new. And it does, like, as you guys can see, it does create some shapes, but typically I just like to stretch it down a little bit and then it comes back to its original form. But very beautiful. I also use this as a bracelet. If you guys notice on my videos, sometimes I'm tangling this one on my, now this one, it's just, I feel like that perfect like statement necklace that I recently have been loving is this one, and this one is the crescent moon necklace. I love it. It has like a little bit of a blue, has the pearl, and this one I mostly like to wear with the beaded one, sometimes on its own. I just think you sometimes need like that long necklace that brings everything together. So this one from Missoma, I feel like it does. It had lasted very well, but again, it's not something that I wear every day. First thing first, because it's a little bit more of a statement to me, and second of all, because I know just how Missoma jewelry typically goes, so I kind of like to use it just on special occasions when I'm wearing like a really deep neck kind of a dress. I feel like this one is the perfect pair to go with it, but it's very beautiful and it has so many different styles, but this one is for sure my favorite, and I like to wear it mostly when I'm wearing like dresses. It's kind of like my favorite necklace to put. Now let's talk about bracelets. So these ones are the three ones that I'm currently using and loving. So the first one that I have been loving is this one, which is actually the Miranda Through Fashion Jackson bracelet. I got this one from Revolve. I actually wanted like a beaded bracelet but in gold. So I saw this one and I love it. It's very pretty. It's quite chunky, but it's still, I feel like it is a bracelet to be made to be stacked with others. I has been lasted well. I honestly haven't showered with it or gone to the beach. I'm being a little bit careful because this one wasn't crazy expensive, but it still wasn't cheap. But I just really love the aesthetic. I just kind of have been really feeling like this disco or bubble style pieces. So I just really love, and I also love that you can put it super tight or you can have it a little bit more loose. I personally like to having a little bit more tight so you can kind of see them all. But it's like the perfect everyday one to wear, and it's beautiful. I don't have anything like that, so I truly feel like it is a piece that you will enjoy wearing. Now this one is from Mejuri. This one is a tiny pearl bracelet, and now this one is again another kind of like similar style, but this one, as you guys can see, it just has some baby pearls on the front, and then on the back is just chain itself. It's super thin. Another one that is meant to be stacked. Now this one, it does already look like it has been a little bit harnished, like you can see it a little bit on the gold, but it didn't cost a lot. It makes sense, but I just really love it sometimes where I just want like a little bit of something, but just still keeping it minimal like I am. So this one is very pretty. Again, another one that can be a little bit more tight or a little bit more loose, kind of like the flow when it comes to bracelet for me, but love it. And then lastly, this one is one of my most favorite ones. This one is from Missoma, and this one is actually their cameo snake chain bracelet. I mean, look how beautiful this one looks. It's like the chunkier one that I got. It has like that snake style, which I love. This one is another one that I don't shower with it because you guys already know, but I just really love just how it looks on its own or stacked with others. It's just like the perfect, like uber chic bracelet that I feel like I needed to, and I just really love the thickness because even though that is noticeable, it still is quite minimal, and I just love how it looks with everything that I got on my hands. But a very beautiful one for sure. Now lastly, I have to talk about a anklet, and it's funny because when I was younger this was so much in, but then for some reason anklet just disappeared, and now they have come back, and I love that they have come back in the metal form. So this one, I got this one on Revolve. This one is from a brand called I think it's called the Lily Cast Ready Thick Anklet, and I love it. Now this one is, again, it's a little bit thick for a anklet, which I love because I wanted something a little bit more thick, and I actually wanted to wear it again when I wear dresses, when I wear jeans, and I just really want to show a little bit of jewelry on my ankles. I love this one, and it fits very well. You can tie it a little bit or have it super loose. Obviously I'm putting it on my bracelet because I'm not gonna put my feet up, but just to guys to show you just how amazing it looks. It's very pretty. Basically, guys, are my everyday jewelry. Like always, everything is going to be linked below. And yeah, guys, I'm gonna leave you here, and I'll see you guys on the next one.